If you don't believe in ghosts, if you don't mind dummies, if you think nothing scares you, then think again, really hard.
Hello, Goosebumps fans. This is the unofficial look at Cry of the Cat. Yes, special thanks to Goosebuds. Yeah, but I actually looked at it before, but of course it was unofficial. I didn't even talk about it because I was like, that's interesting. Maybe someday I'll do something like this. Maybe someday. It depends on when somebody actually steps forward and say, I'm gonna do the Goosebumps 2000s. Alright. I mean, yes, we did have David Popovich, but he didn't tell me the full details. Which in this case, we gotta say one thing. Someone didn't tell me the full details of Cry of the Cat. Someone deserves to have the Goosebumps bat beat down. And I have a Goosebumps bat. Yeah, I know, I'm kidding. I don't have a Goosebumps bat. If they did make a Goosebumps bat, I most likely will track it down and have it. It's either that or I will make a custom, so I'll have my own Goosebumps bat and be happy it won't be like Lucille. It's like, yes, I will most likely get charged and sent to prison for having Goosebumps bat Lucille. The Goosebumps Lucille bat, get it today. It's like, oh fuck. Yeah, I'll get arrested. It's like, yeah, I'll get arrested, but I kind of would like to have it to be a little bit of, electric one. It's like, yeah, so it's like, it's technically a bat taser. Yeah, so when I get pissed off, bzz, it's like, yeah, feel my bat taser. Feel my bat taser. This is what you get for not telling me everything that happened in the book. I forgot who, but someone didn't tell me the full thing that happened in the book. Yeah, so somebody deserves to get hit with the bat taser. Somebody. But anyways, what Goosebuds talking about, I'm just gonna make a kind of like a differences. It's gonna be like a little bit of a hybrid and a little bit of a apology-ish thing. So if you've seen the episode strayed away from what happened in the book. In the book, it was actually just a school play again, like Phantom of the Auditorium, but it was made up. One that was just made up out of the blue. While the TV show decided to actually make commentary and a homage to the TV show, which is like, oh, well, that's technically a bit of meta, am I telling the truth? It's like meta. And I think someone was saying the fact of where they dramatize like these kid actors and how she's acting like herself, but not really, something like that. Yeah, I think it definitely was like that. So it's kind of funny where they like a little bit not go with the book, but kind of did. It's like it leaned towards the book, but they did it in some way of where they, like Goosebuds said, they saved money, but they still kind of was a little bit to the book. But of course, this kind of brings us to the messed up thing that happened with the 90s TV show. Animals are hard for them to get. It's crazy. Animals are hard for them to get. Sometimes they can get dogs when there isn't dogs in the episode. What the hell? And then there's dogs that are in episodes that it's like, yeah, it's like the dogs that supposed to be in episodes / because they were in the book, they're gone. Some of them. And some of them gets to have dogs out of nowhere. It's like, why do you have a dog in this episode? Bride of Living Dummy did not have no dog. What the frick? They had no dog. Damn it. They had no dog. Like, they had no dog. What's wrong with you? They had no dog. Gets very crazy. It's like, yeah, they had no dog. And this one, even though technically this was just already foreshadowed in The Headless Ghost, which The Headless Ghost had a room full of cats. So if they cut that, what do you expect happened when it came to this graveyard scene where they had a bunch of cats in the scene? They cut it. They cut the whole entire graveyard scene. They cut that whole entire thing. And I think they added stuff too. Like the fact that they added some stuff, but not a lot. And the end is pretty crazy of where it's like, they technically didn't have Rip in his monstrous form, but in the TV show they had a monstrous form, I guess, or Yeah, don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure they might have had a monstrous form in the book too, which is like, oh, Goosebuds, I got a bat for you. It's like, I got a bat. And looks like we had a cut in the book to episode where she had a little brother, but the little brother is nowhere to be found. No little brother, no. But they kept the friend though. The interesting part is that I think the mom actually got cured in the TV show. I think. And then the boy who got attacked by Rip, he actually has some of the little curses of it. Yeah, I think they slowly turned into a cat person, which of course I think apparently in the episode that did happen. It's been years since I watched the episode, so yeah, don't throw stones at me. I have a bat. It's like, yeah, don't throw stones. I got a bat. I will use it. It will tase you. Oh man, I'm sorry, but yeah, this book is crazy, and it's like a cat tornado. It's like, oh frick, did they read this Goosebumps book? This Goosebumps book was the reason why Sharknado became something. Because if it was, then it's like, oh frick, this book is all this book's fault that created Sharknado. They remember something. It's like, there was a tornado or something I read in a book somewhere, and then it's like, well, I don't remember what it was, but it's like, oh, hey, Jaws was cool. Tornado is sharks. Sharknado! Yes! It's like, oh, frick. R.L. Stein, you accidentally birthed Sharknado, you dummy. You freaking dummy. The book. I haven't seen a book in real life. I mean, I did, but I don't have in possession. Like I said, the 2000s books are not easy to find here. Not at all. I think I have no 2000 books at all. Goosebumps 2000 books, series 2000 books, I have none of them. I could get like at least 3 of them because they got re-released. But other than that, it's like, yeah, those are not really easy to be found. Of course, given I'm only doing thrift stores right now, we'll have to see. It's like I look through everything, Facebook, OfferUp, whatever. It's like I look at those and it's like, yeah, I don't see anything that actually says to. I think I saw like a little bit of Series 2000, but of course they were asking like some money and then they're far away and it's like, oh great. It's like, yeah, they're asking like they're kind of being geniuses now, and it's like, but duh. Now, as for like 2 things that we can do right now. Number 1, the future. It's not going to get in a future episode, sadly. Unless they're going to overturn in the next season and be like, we can have 2 Goosebumps series at the same time. 2 Goosebumps TV shows. Well, it's about damn time you figure that out, dude. It's about damn time. I don't think there's anything that could actually be changed in this. I mean, an accurate book version, episode book version. You know what I'm saying. I think there's nothing here that makes you say, oh no. And they already did the whole thing of where it's like, oh no, you're endangering a kid, making him jump all the way down to the ground. It's like, that happened in the episode already. They figured things out. So there's no endangerment of a kid. So I'm pretty sure this whole entire thing is good. This is not hard to do. The only messed up part is like, are you able to train the cats? Will the cats do what you say? Or are you just going to do the messed up thing of CGI cats? Other than that, I think this episode can happen. This book accurate episode can actually happen. Now, as for sequels, it's like, yeah, well, Rip is destroyed. But if they could bring him back, even though it would be like a messed up ripoff, no pun intended, this will be a good Goosebumps horror Most Wanted. This will make a good Goosebumps Most Wanted. It's like, yeah, it's like, dude, this crazy creature here, and he's able to absorb life forces, and you're telling me that no one will be interested in that? I wouldn't be surprised that Dr. Gray is like, well, the eggs did some messed up crap to me, so here I am trying to look for Rip, the cat, so I can figure out how he extracted life forces, so I can extract some life forces out of people. And it's like, yeah, there we go. It's like, this is a sequel to Egg Monsters from Mars and Cry of the Cat. All in one thingy. Good deal. uh, Other than that, I think that's all that's really need to be mentioned about this. What about the fact that reprints? It's like, should it be reprinted? I think it's awesome. It's like, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. It's a freaking awesome deal to do right now. It's like, it's awesome. And I'm pretty sure if Slappy Beware is very dark, which I'm pretty sure there's some dark Goosebumps books now from Slappy World. I think Most Wanted might have done some too. I don't see why Cry the Cat can't be re-released. I don't see why not. Why not do it? What exactly is the worst thing that can happen? Anyways, this was just a little bit of an unofficial talk of Cry of the Cat. What do you think about the book? Did you read the book? Did you see the TV show? Did you watch the episode at one point? It's crazy that to this day, this book might be, it's most likely, it's an ebook. You can read it on an ebook, but it's like, yeah, but I kind of like to actually see it. I would like to actually see it, but considering this is one of the ones that's like, you're not going to be able to see anything, dude. It's like, yeah, it's like, give yourself Goosebumps. You can kind of see those, but dude, it's like this one, these freaking Goosebumps 2000 books are hard to find. First release, of course. So, anyways, have a scary day, have a scary night.